yeah, as a consequence, I stopped working, and then when you stop working, you don't get paid. When you don't get paid, you can't pay rent, and then when you can't pay your rent, you get kicked out. And that's what happened to me. I got kicked out. I went and lived on the streets for it was close to just over 12 months, maybe even close to 18 months. And yeah, just hanging out with people, smoking weed. wasn't wasn't an alcoholic or anything. Yeah, just I guess just enjoying the freedom that I thought I had. Not having to worry about bills, not having to worry about rent, and not having to worry about work. Just live off Centrelink. And yeah, and then I was staying at one of the men's shelters in the city, Pindari, and one of the guys said about Bobby picking people up on a Sunday and bringing them out to his house and giving them a feed and having a church service, and I thought, oh, I'll give it a look, because I grew up going to church, but I didn't give my heart to God. I saw it as, oh, I go to church, that makes me a Christian, which isn't true. So anyway, I started coming along to Bobby and Brenwan's place here at Fisher's Man, and yeah, after a period of a few months, they said about their house opening up and asked if I wanted to make a change in my life, and I did. So I went through the administration process, the admissions process, and then for some peculiar reason, I don't know why, I just didn't come back for 3 months. Just yeah. And then after that 3 months, when I came back, they asked me if I still wanted to come in the house, and I said yeah, I still want to come in. So that night I come in the house, and that was in about April 2007. And so I moved into the house at Lorimer Street, and yeah, just started making inroads into areas in my life that I needed to change, but there was still stuff I was holding on to, and that come to the surface towards the end of 2008, after I'd moved out of Fisher's Man, moved into a place at Woodridge, and I was studying youth work, and then yeah, just the whole thinking of being a failure because I'd started things and not finished them, and then I saw that I wasn't going to finish this course that I was doing, so I just packed a bag of clothes and left all my other stuff where I was living, and just left. Went back into the city, met up with some old friends, started smoking weed again, and yeah, it just sort of went on a downhill spiral once again. And then one day, it was quite funny. I was at 139 Club, and Bobby had come in to do the outreach in the city. And this is a story he shares quite a lot anyway. He come in to do the outreach, and I hadn't been back to Fisher's Man since I'd left where I was living, so they didn't know that, well, I didn't think that they knew that I was back on the streets anyway. I think it was just out of shame or pride. I tried to hide from Bobby, but it's hard to hide from him anywhere. And yeah, I think it was that. I think it was that incident actually got me thinking of coming back to the meetings. And yeah, I decided to come back to the meetings, came back to the meetings for a couple of months, and then got offered to come back to the house again. And yeah, this time it was better than what it was before. Because I let go of everything that was troubling me. Let go of a lot of the pride, a lot of the shame, a lot of the thoughts of being a failure. And yeah, it was a really good time in the house. I got back in contact with my real dad. Because him and my mum split when I was about 3. My mum remarried a couple of years later to my stepdad, who we're still married together now. Anyway, I got back into contact with him. His health wasn't all the best, so in 2010 I moved up north, lived with him for 12 months, and then he passed away, and I was working at a kitchen up there, and then from working in the kitchen up there, I just didn't like it. So I stopped working there and started working for a turf farm up there. And then the owners, the people who own the business, they go to church, so I started to go to church with them. And yeah, and then we were getting a couple of things happened and getting kicked out of where I was living with the other people that I was living with. And my bosses offered me living in the caravan at the farm. So I lived there for a couple of years, up until the time I come back down here to Brisbane to fish the event. And since I've been back, been studying Bachelor of Ministry. I got a girlfriend, looking at getting married at the end of the year, and in the process of moving out into a place and just moving on. And yeah, just really look over the last few years, and it was different, very different, being on the other side, being here as a leader rather than one of the guys in the house. Really helps to appreciate what the leaders did for you. And yeah, just look forward to what God's got for me in the rest of my journey.